Hi there, I'm Topanga McBride, one of the editors-in-chief of Etched in Stone, and this is my very last editor's note. I usually write my editor's notes, but I figured for my very last one, I should videotape it, make a vlog, because that's more personal, and I feel like this one needs to be personal. And originally, to make it even more, I was going to do it out in the field with the cows, of course, because I feel like that's me, but weather didn't work out. So here I am though in my room. This will work out probably better so you can hear me better instead of dealing with the wind and the rain. So, what I wanted to do for my editor's note originally was I had this whole list of people that I was going to say thank you to. But the thing is I still felt like I was forgetting people. It was going to be incredibly long and, I can just tell those people instead, thank you. So what I want to do in this editor's note is to give some advice to you from what I've learned from these past 4 years. And some seniors will give you different advice. You don't have to take my advice, but I would hope that, that this helps you in some way. Because I know high school can be rough. It's supposed to be rough in places. It's part of growing up, but, maybe it can make it a little bit easier on you. I was talking the other day with some people about how there's different versions of yourself depending on the situation. Like with this group of friends, you're this personality, and with that group of friends, you're a different personality, and in this sort of environment, this part of you comes out. And so in all those situations, that is the true, real you. But when you get rid of all the situations, what is the core of you? How do you know what that is? How do you define that when these pieces of you are constantly changing depending on where you're at? And so I don't think it can be easily defined, but I do think what I want to say is that high school helps you figure out a little bit more solidly of who you are truly. You come in a freshman and you're 14. You've almost made it through a decade and a half of your life, not quite. And, you're going to spend 4 years here. And in 4 years, you're going through puberty and hormones and harder classes, different sort of challenges put in front of you. And so you come in this one person and you leave a totally different person. And I think that's the point of high school, is to help you figure out who you are. It's only a basis because you're going to continue for the rest of your life just figuring out, what you believe and how you deal with things and what you like and what you don't. Take me for example. I came in a freshman not knowing too many people, and, I had decided that my biggest goal was to be the drum major for the marching band, and that I was going to be a middle school band teacher. That was it. That was my life. I did the cows and stuff, but that wasn't going to be my future. I didn't really enjoy it enough. It just didn't feel right. And, in the end, I wasn't drum major. I was tuba section leader, which turned out to be an even better job than being drum major, because I got to meet all these people who I consider my brothers and sister, that I wouldn't want to trade that for the world. And also being in that situation, I learned how to be a leader much better than I think I would as the head leader of the marching band. I feel like I learned more about leadership by being down with the section. Felt more connected. But also, I'm leaving not wanting to pursue a future in music, but wanting to pursue a future in agriculture and in journalism and in communicating and educating about agriculture, because I've realized that there's this sort of, gap between rural America and urban America, and that it's really important that we get connected. And so I'm going to now have a double major in agricultural communications and animal science. Totally different from what I thought I would be doing, but with all of that also came all of these changes in my personality. In middle school, at my school, was like the bottom of the food chain, super nerdy. The cliques were a lot worse too at my middle school compared to here in Fossil Ridge and at Kennard and Preston, from what I know, just a totally different clique dynamic. It was like there you don't talk to the other people, and here it's like you can talk to anybody. But I thought I was a super nerdy, like nobody liked me, sort of thing, and I'm coming out realizing, hey, I'm not all that much of a nerd anymore, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I used to care a lot more about that, but also that that I'm accepting who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I like myself, which I think is what the biggest lesson you'll have in high school is. Because if you can't learn to like yourself, I don't think you can be successful in life. That is the basis of all success, is learning to like yourself. And I know it's hard. I've had plenty of hard times just accepting that I like what I see in the mirror, or that I'm proud of what I do, or that I'm good enough for anything, because people have put me down. People have made me feel like I wasn't enough. I looked in the mirror and I just saw the zits, and I saw the retainer, and saw the short haircut that nobody liked, even though I felt more comfortable in it. And, I just didn't feel right. But throughout these 4 years, you slowly learn to accept it, because and you'll find the right people, and you get in the right situations because you find what you love. And then once you find what you love who you are, because you're enjoying life instead of stressing out about it. And so I guess the next big thing to tell you is that you should take risks in high school. This is the prime time to take risks. Now, don't take any stupid risks. Please be careful about your health. Don't do drugs. Don't do alcohol. But as in, put yourself out there. It can be scary, but go join that club you've really wanted to join, or quit the club that you're in just because your parents, kind of feel like you're forcing you, and instead have that conversation about why, you should be doing something else with your time. And, go talk to those people that you think you really get along with, even though you're scared that they won't like you. People are a lot nicer usually than you think. We're really good about criticizing ourselves, and you need to sort of think past that. Think on the outside, what would somebody else think? Start to take your own advice, and just go do what you want to do. Because the thing is after 4 years, it's all over. You start fresh again. And you want to be able, when you start fresh, to know what you want to do, so that you don't have to go through this whole process again of who am I, what do I want to do, where do I want to go, and go through all that stress again, and instead be able to launch into the rest of your life past high school with all these different people. Because you will walk in after high school to college or wherever you're going with your future, and they don't care what score you got on your ACT, or, that you were friends with so-and-so in high school, or you did this or you did that. I mean, it's not going to matter, because everybody's starting new. And so take this chance to really figure out who you are. And if somebody doesn't like who you are, well, why do you care? You'll be happier with yourself than if you're worried about what other people think. Also, just take the time to relax too. Take the time to study, but take the time to relax. It's because school can get stressful. I know, especially juniors, seniors, you definitely know that as you're getting near the end, you're getting so focused about your future. Where are you going to go to college? What are you going to major in? Have you applied for any scholarships? It's ridiculous how much you have to think about, and it's important that you do. Please don't say that's not important. Take the time to apply for those scholarships and to really look into your future, because it's going to define a lot for you. But, take the time to relax too, because, as I said, you only have 4 years here. And chances are your friendships will never be the same as they are right now. They may get better with these people. With a lot of people, though, you're not going to really stay close with them at all after this, because you'll be in different places doing different things. And so take the time to enjoy it, to, go down to Alley Cat and get some chai tea, or go hike up Horsetooth, or to go to the drive-in theater or just enjoy being with each other, because it'll be over soon. And you want to be able to look back on those memories and be happy about it. And it'll also make it easier to prepare for everything else if you're a little bit more relaxed because you've had the time to not worry about your future. You know, I wish you all the best of luck in wherever you go. If you need somebody to talk to, if you need advice, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. I would love to help you, because it does get hard to get through high school sometimes. And sometimes you just need somebody to listen to, or somebody to try to help you think through the problem, because you can't think through the problem yourself. And you know, even if you don't know me personally, like, don't be afraid to reach out. Ask the staff of Etched in Stone if they can get you in contact with me, and I'll try to help you out. So, I wish you all the best of luck, and I thank you for the opportunities that you've provided me, because I am so sad to be leaving. There's so many things that I'll be missing here, but you know, I am so ready to be leaving too, because I am this whole new person who's ready to go out there now that I've discovered who Topanga McBride is. I want to be able to now go out into the world and do what I'm meant to do. So, best of luck. Don't stress too much. Take some risks and have fun.